Okay, we've got targeted item farming, what's going to be lost in PvP upon death, the GameStop pre-order bonus, and pretty much just about all the other news and updates you Diablo 4 fanatics are dying to hear about the last few days. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. If you're interested in earning a free Diablo 4 game copy, the Comeback Kids are doing a giveaway. Don't forget to stick around until the end of the video to see how you can earn a free copy for yourself. Now, for those hardcore players out there, whether you do the impossible, which is PvPing as a hardcore player or not, a hardcore death will automatically equal permanent delete. That may not come to surprise to some of you, but the entire development team was asked this question on Twitter, to which Adam Fletcher replied, if you're playing a hardcore and you die in PvP, it is still considered a permanent death, showing you just how hardcore it's actually going to be for the players. And if you do kill some players on hardcore, there obviously are very good rewards, such as the titles you can earn from the achievements. These titles are really, really awesome, including the Murderous, the Villain, the Malicious, the Sweaty, and the Murderer titles, just to name the least, which are really, really awesome. I'm personally going to be trying to get a few of those. Now, if you're not playing hardcore, PvP is going to be a lot more forgiving, with the only thing being dropped upon death is being the Shards of Hatred. Joe Piepiora took to Twitter to clarify on equipped gear or gold being dropped upon death, stating, you don't lose any gear or gold or anything like that, but you can have your ear looted though on occasion. Now, this very well may just be a confirmation that ears are going to come back for Diablo 4, making their return from Diablo 2. And if you don't know, when you kill someone in Diablo 2 in player versus player combat, you get to loot their ear as a trophy, incentivizing some fun competition between the player base at a decently toxic level. And I already know personally, as a content creator, I'm going to be hunted down like the dog I am in a PvP zone if ears are confirmed to be in the game. Moving on to other news, if you think Diablo 4 is just going to be a slot machine when it comes to itemization, I think it's time for you to rethink those thoughts, because we are going to have targeted item farming in Helltide events. That's right, because in Helltide zones, players will be able to look for loot caches, and each loot cache will be for a different item slot. With the cinders that you earn throughout the event, you could use them to open up those said caches, and the price will vary depending on which item slot you are trying to buy. For instance, a cache of weapons will cost more than a stash of boots. So if you're in desperate need for a replacement on a piece of gear, you're definitely going to want to tune in to a local Helltide event. This definitely eases the stress and pain throughout all forms of progression, whether it be early or late game, trying to find a piece that you desperately need. Now, when it comes to that super confusing Paragon board, it's time to listen up, because we have some clarifications on it that might be new to you. The developers did state that you need to meet some sort of requirements when it comes to reaching the bonus access from the rare nodes. And players were confused on if these thresholds need to be hit per Paragon board, or does it take other Paragon boards into account as well? Joe clarified that rare node bonuses are qualified based upon your character's total combined attributes from gear, Paragon nodes, etc. And Paragon glyphs are empowered based upon the Paragon nodes within the radius of that said glyph. Clarifying that in order to get these rare node bonuses, it is only going to be based upon your character's total combined stats. And that empowering glyphs on your Paragon board, it is going to be based on the nodes within the radius of that said glyph. And you can see both the examples on the screen here if you want to get a more visual representation. We also got a first look at the glyph progression system. For those of you that don't know, a glyph is an enchantment that you could put in your socket slot on the Paragon board to amplify the surrounding tiles, giving you a ton of customization as well as more content for us to progress through that end game and make our character a lot more strong. And unless you've been living underneath a rock the last few days, it is confirmed that we are getting an additional open beta testing weekend on May 12th to the 14th. It is going to be the Super Slam testing weekend. It's going to be your last opportunity to get exclusive once-in-a-lifetime titles, the beta Wolfpack cosmetic, as well as the brand new Cry of Ashava mount trophy. It's also important to note that if you earned any of the rewards from early access or open beta weekends, you do not need to go out there and earn them again if you don't want to. And for those of you looking to earn the Ashava mount trophy, the spawn timer is going to begin on May 13th, starting at 9 a.m. Pacific time. And every 3 hours after that, Ashava is going to spawn again, giving us roughly 9 total spawns, leaving plenty room for you to get that kill at level 20. The developers also clarified the only way to get the trophy is to hit level 20 and slay Ashava during the server slam. Previous beta weekends kills do not earn you the trophy, so if you want it, you need to go out there May 12th to the 14th and take the boss down. The developers also confirmed something very key, is that during these Super Slam beta testing weekends, the loot drop rate is going to be the same as it is come launch day. Rod Ferguson stated there are a ton of cool updates to the classes from the beta, and you can actually feel the progression curve at low level when legendaries aren't raining down from the sky. giving us the closest possible version of the game's launch that weekend, which is very exciting for the player base and, getting our hands on how it's actually going to feel come June 1st. And when it comes to the actual live stream for the Super Slam weekend and all the endgame activities more in depth, I mean, the player base is very, very happy with how Blizzard has handled everything and how they've been reaching out to the fans to make sure everyone is good. I mean, we're talking 2 different open beta weekends and now a server slam to make sure that the server is very clean and everything runs smoothly come launch day. It really shows how dedicated Blizzard is this time around, unlike a Diablo 3 for that matter. Not only that, they're also making changes to classes and plenty other things, as well as rewarding players for actually participating and giving feedback with all the cosmetic titles and stuff like that. Now, there are a total of 40 days until Diablo 4 is officially released, and at about the halfway mark, we are actually getting that Super Slam weekend, and it's definitely going to help with the players getting to that release date much, much easier. The developers even took to Twitter again, stating the plan is to have even more developer live streams post-launch, finding it the best way to communicate to fans and players overall. I know this might not be the greatest example to some of you, but the New World development team shows a great example of this. They have been doing monthly live streams, talking and communicating with the fan base on updates and development for close to, pretty much the last year now, which really shows their dedication at trying to make the game better. I think if a really solid AAA company like Blizzard can show a really good sense of dedication and love to the fans by giving them constant updates and post-launch content and ways of easing the player base, the game's bound to succeed and, entertain people for many, many months, as well as potentially many, many years to come. They already did confirm that there is a brand new developer live stream coming in early May, and it's going to be about the Battle Pass and potential post-game launch content. We also got to look at what's going to be tradable in Diablo 4, common, magic, and rare items, as well as elixirs, gems, and gold. And we also got to look at what you're not going to be able to trade in Diablo 4, which is legendary, enchanted, quest, and unique items, as well as any other currency except for gold. Now, everyone knows that in Diablo 2, there has been a bit of a botting problem, and I think that no matter what game you play that is mainstream, that's definitely going to happen. We all saw how that went with the New World launch, and the developers are trying to hinder that by restricting some of the items that you can trade, which, does suck because if you find a good item you want to hand off to a buddy or, have for trade value, you can't actually do that because it's going to be account bound. Players are just hoping that there will be enough drop rate for self-found best in slot gearing, and trading is not too major to a build and its progression. Just remember that you can trade rare items, which are definitely going to be a part of your best in slot, no matter the stage of the game you're in, with the fact that you can imprint legendaries on them, and they can be very, very powerful with if you have good rolls on them or not. And for you console players out there, Adam Fletcher also clarified that it is going to be required to have an Xbox Live Gold or PlayStation Plus subscription to access some of the game's multiplayer features because, as I'm sure you know, Diablo 4 is a multiplayer-only game and there is no single-player mode. So for console players, you are going to have an internet subscription required for that. Now, if you deleted the open beta, it looks like you are out of luck in playing for the Server Slam test, so I guess really it's just better luck next time. No, but all jokes aside on that, because if you still have the open beta version installed, it will simply be updated to the right version. And there's also going to be a pre-download option for the Server Slam weekend, which was confirmed by Adam Fletcher as well. So be sure to be on the lookout for that. We'll try to keep you updated. We assume that it's going to be that same weekend when the Server Slam opens up, but we'll keep you updated just in case. And for those of you that haven't pre-ordered your Diablo 4 copy yet, GameStop just officially revealed their pre-order bonus. If you pre-order in the GameStop store physically, you get a free poster that is included with your game as a bonus. And you can check it out on the screen here. It looks very, very cool. Nothing wrong with having some extra art to hang up in the bedroom or in the office or just simply to scare the kids that you have nearby. But man, ladies and gentlemen, I think we have a lot of really good things coming with Diablo 4 when it comes to making sure the player base is truly happy come launch day with all these updates and making sure that the server is going to run smooth come launch day with the Super Slam test. The intention of that test, by the way, is to literally try and break the server. So, get all your buddies on there, destroy the server. I'm going to try to get every single person on the stream up there, so it's going to be a really, really good time. But man, ladies and gentlemen, I think we have a lot of really good things coming with Diablo 4. Blizzard's, attention to detail and attention to making the player base happy as well as fans and trying to reduce the botting as well. It's honestly taken me by quite a surprise. I'm not really used to this level of respect and love when it comes to Blizzard Entertainment, so I'm shocked to say the least, but we are also very, very happy and relieved as well. Honestly, there isn't a better outcome so far when it comes to Diablo for this development, and we're super happy and stoked to be playing it come June 1st. I know a lot of people were hoping for a Paladin or a Crusader class in the live stream update, but I'm almost positive we're going to get that in an upcoming DLC or expansion in the upcoming months. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap up this video. By the way, if you guys are interested in earning a free Diablo 4 game copy, make sure you check out the link in the description below to see how you can win that from the Comeback Kids. We are doing a giveaway. I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. It's an absolute pleasure to be making content for you all. I love you guys very much. And until the very end, my name is Sky from the Comeback Kids. I will see you all in the next one. Peace.